Hi, and welcome to the blog. Well, today I'm here to share with you an insight that I got from hockey. And what I'm doing is I'm learning how to play hockey. I've only been doing it for 4 months, and in that process, man, there's a lot of stuff to do. I mean, there's the ice skating, there's the handling the puck, there's all the other people. Anyways, last week I went to this morning class, or not this morning class, but this morning game. It was a pickup game, and I got to tell you, I was all over the place. I was falling all over the place. I was clearly the worst person on the ice. And, it's humbling. It's very humbling to have that experience where it's like, I am just not getting it. I'm just not going for it. Well, in between now and then, there's always that question, do I go back? Do I step up to a challenge? And you may have a challenge in your life where you're like, where you feel like, you might feel embarrassed about it, you might be learning something, or, you might be trying to apply what it is that you're learning in your life and make it happen in your life. Anyways, so today, and I could tell last week that people were kind of like, oh boy, I hope this guy doesn't come back. It's brutal but true, So I came back on the ice today, this morning, and I was skating around and I could see, the guys, there were like 3 or 4 guys who were just kind of like rolling their eyes like, oh great, that kid's back. And anyways, so, but I decided, you know what? I'm here. I drew on something inside me. I dug deep. Instead of letting the external circumstances, or instead of letting my fear of embarrassment stop me, I decided to I'm just going full out, and you know what? They can deal with it. They can do whatever they want with it. But here I am. I'm showing up. I'm showing up to play. And a lot of times in life, you have to be willing to show up to play. Well, today I got 1 goal and 1 assist. And afterwards, the person who was giving me the most sort of eye-rolling looks, like, oh man, he was like, hey man, great game. He goes, it's really great to see you today. I look forward to seeing you the next time. So it was this whole shift. But in life, if you stop at the initial feedback without drawing on your internal sort of, your internal power, or your internal aliveness, or your internal inspiration, if you don't turn to that internal inspiration and sort of dig deep, you can't really find your greatest potential. Because everything in life, when you're learning something, or when you're going to explore or express yourself out in the world, sometimes you can fumble and fall and be doing spirals on the ice because it feels slippery, as you're pulling on those things. But as long as you're willing to dig deep and keep showing up in life, you can accomplish practically anything. And if you see it outside yourself and somebody else is able to do it, or it's possible within you, go for it. Even if you have no evidence, even if you feel like you're stumbling, bumbling, and falling. So that was the lesson of the morning. I hope that you're having a fabulous day. And I'd love to know, in your life, blog down below, in your life, what is the thing that you feel like, do I really want to go back and keep trying? Do I really, can I persist through this? And willing to call on your greatness in order to help you out, willing to call on your inner strength or your inner drive, and be willing to show up and stumble sometimes. What is it that you need to do that with? Thanks for being here on Awaken. See you soon. Feel free to share this with your friends if you feel like this was kind of fun and you want to, get out the word. That'd be awesome. And I'll see you the next time. Bye-bye.